Behave, it's me, Baron Bedsores. Now then, it's the Baron. 3:10 Newbury Saturday is the Hennessy Gold Cup, and at 8-1 each way, with every man and his dog, I'm going to select un Porto. I've had 3 horses penciled in, or in mind let's say, since the end of last season for the Hennessy, and all 3 go for the race. But I am going to stick with un Porto. Originally I did intend to do the upload last week, but due to things happening I just didn't get time to do it, and un Porto ended up getting cut to 10-1, and I'll throw that up now and ends up going grabbing a bit of the 10-1 with Willie Hill. But some of you saw me tweet to Catherine Fry, and if you don't know who Catherine Fry is, she has a lot to do with tipsterempire.com, plus she does things for TalkSport and BBC Radio, and is supposedly regarded as the gospel. She's really quite savvy when it comes to the sport. I'll just throw her Twitter up just in case you're on Twitter and you want to follow her, and I suppose if you conduct yourself and converse in the right manner, you'll get a reply and she'll follow you back. Anyway, I did tweet out to her, is it too early to be ripping into your fancy for the Hennessy? So a few of you have seen that and emailed me and grabbed the 10-1. Now I know the selection's 8-1, it's only a couple of points, but I do see the selection going shorter. I did make a selection in the race last year and it was Smad Place the winner. So for this upload I'm just going to mention a bit about Native River, because it is an horse that I do think is worth mentioning and it is a worthy favourite. As for the others in the race, I do think they've all got a similar sort of chance. I do think the winner will come out of the first 3 in the betting. So Native River is 6-1, and that's general with a lot of bookmakers, and these two have met each other before. First time was at Newbury last year at this meet, and last time was at Aintree, and both times Native River has got the upper hand. First time they met, the selection let itself down with its jumping, and as the season's progressed, the selection went to Cheltenham and won over the Cheltenham meet. Then the selection turns up at Aintree and Native River goes and wins the race. So I'm going to forgive the selection for that run due to feeling the effects of an hard fought win over the Cheltenham Festival. It's a bit of a pick'em this race on Saturday. These two are going to be sat behind the pace all the way around, and when they swing for home and enter the straight, I can imagine they're eyeballing each other, maybe right the way to the line. So the selection hinges on whether you think un Porto has progressed more than Native River in close season or since he last met, let's say, and I think he will have done. Saying that though, Native River's no cart horse, and it wouldn't surprise me if Native River went and won the race. But at the prices and what I've seen over the last 12 months, I wanted to side with un Porto. So that's going to be the selection. un Porto, 8-1 each way, and this is general with a lot of bookmakers. Also, apologies over my French, I know I've pronounced the horse's name wrong, but thank God I don't have to say that horse's name again. So, sorry this one's short and sweet. I did intend to put a bit more into it off the back of last year's Hennessy upload, where we had a few conversations on the YouTube channel and by email, all in good nature, about your general thoughts of the race, and I might come back to it at a later date, because I do think it does take a certain horse to win the race due to weather conditions before and while the meet's on, and also by the time they do come to run the Hennessy, the course is like a bog due to there's been that much racing on it, and sometimes if you're watching at home on the TV you don't appreciate what the horses actually run on, and it does take a decent time to get home in them conditions. But I will at some point come back to that and do a separate upload. Right, bang your comments in, let me know what you're going for. Good luck with all your selections, whatever you pick over the weekend, and I'll leave it for now. Cheers for listening, the Baron.